Welcome to FaBled Hunters.
I'm Yuanji,
I'm Saint.
and today we're going to open some stuff.
Yes, we are. This is long in the making. I've had some of these good since before Lille, before the Pro Tour.
Yeah.
Especially a special box from a Patreon and loyal follower and active community member. So I feel kind of bad having it taken this long, but we're going to go through some fun stuff today.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've got some gold foils that have been accumulated throughout the past months. Some of them accumulated at Lille. So I'm gonna go through them. Let's see, we got number 67, which is a Mage Master boot, 62. You wanna open some up?
Yeah. These are, most of them have already been opened. They're not,
No,
sealed.
they're all open. None of them are sealed. We're just getting them ready, presenting.
Got a No Rune hood.
No Rune
number
hood.
68.
68 is after 67, yeah. We've got a Rampart. Oh, these are the legendaries, I think. The legendaries we'll put at the bottom, and we'll make probably our second salvo.
75.
That's a legendary too, isn't it?
No, it's a Majestic.
Oh, it's a Majestic. Okay, but it's worth more, right? It's worth more than the regular ones.
Yeah.
51.
Although I think like Snapdragon Scalers is probably one of the, I would think more expensive.
Okay, so let's go through these.
Hardened Cross Strap.
Hardened Cross Strap.
63.
63, so that's after 62. We'll leave the Voltaire, because I consider Voltaire, there you go. We've got these, and the whole episode today is by request, by viewer request. It's going to be everyone can grade, or anyone can grade, FaB Gold Foil Edition. So I'm going to put these gold foils up. I'm going to attempt getting them ready and reviewed, and getting them in sleeves, getting them in semi-rigids, and it just so happens that it's September, and BGS has a September promo for 20% off.
Okay.
Now, I'm not paid by BGS or anything, so I won't mention the promo code, and I've got my own reservations about them, but because a lot of the gold foils from prior seasons have already been sent there, I guess why not continue and see what we get, right?
Yep.
So let me start the process. I'll do two, and then we'll see. Start off with the Anothos. These, as mentioned before, inside these top loaders, so there might be a little bit of damage because of the layering of the plastic and the compression.
Yeah.
Right? Mentioned that before. I've even shown James himself and Chris, but we're gonna get through this. The first method is to try to shake the contents out. And that is not happening. The next, because it's so tightly smushed in, the next is to use two fingers and to pull it out. It'll snugly fit in there. And the next part, I think I've done this on camera before, is to pull this out. Safest way to pull this out, unlike opening a pack, the safest way to pull it out is make sure that there's a good amount of separation, which we have, and cut right here. Makes sense, right? It doesn't cause any additional friction.
Yep.
Right? So I'm going to cut, and this Anothos is supposed to come out. There we go. That's one cut. After that, lift this flap up here. And I mean, for all intents and purposes, this is kind of like me opening a pack from the center. Same kind of idea. We don't want additional friction on the corners. That's why I'm holding one side down, and then we're separating. There's literally, I'm holding this down on the surface and not with too much pressure as well. We're literally just separating the plastic and not creating any tension on any of the corners. Okay, so I've created enough to exit this card, and then we go into the card assessment. Get this out of there. All right. Oh, we got some bad news right there. You see that?
Yeah.
Surface,
corner.
That corner,
edge.
surface, edge over here. This happens. Oh, we've got an imprint right there. You see that?
Yep.
This is probably eliminated from grading immediately. There's no coming back from this surface ding. There's like a little nail mark.
Not bad if
edge.
you want to just put it in a top loader or put it into the sleeve and play with it as kind of like a swaggy piece of equipment. But
Yeah,
I don't think we're going to be sending this.
This is going to no grading company. No grading company will find any premium here.
Yeah.
There's also some roller lines up, this vertical roller line here. Do you see it off the reflection?
It's hard to tell from my angle.
Oh.
But I will take care.
It's very, very little. It's very, very faint. But you can also see there's the imprint of the eye right there, right? It's been imprinted. It's been pressured into the card from the eye. So this Anothos, I'm not even going to dignify it with a semi-rigid. I'm going to sleeve it, and I'm going to reverse it back into here. So viewers out there, players, competitors, when you're selling these gold foils, anything can happen. There are a litany of potential print issues with it, and here's a situation where you've seen, damage on the corners, edge surface, and the centering was okay, but it's just a shame.
Yeah.
All right, next one, Dawn Blade. We're gonna try the easy way. It's moving ever so slightly. It actually came out. I didn't want to, go in there and...
usually it's better if it just comes out.
Yep. That's the
It also
ideal
means that
scenario.
there's less like pressure.
Pressure at the bottom, correct. All right, same steps, going through it. To be fair, like we've said on our content, these have gone down drastically.
Yeah, I think it's pretty funny. I've had multiple conversations with people regarding kind of where gold foils stand in the total collectible space of this game. And I mean, we said it on I think we had a long game episode about it, just like collectability of promos. It's just
that's how we kicked off the long game.
yeah,
as a matter of
so
fact.
it's just like
Yeah.
how much premium can you reasonably expect if you're giving away like this many tournament promos
Yep.
every season,
And well, let's just go down. Let's go down the line. First off, centering is top to bottom, right? By a significant amount.
It's a little bit low.
It's low, so the centering is bad. Then the next most important grade is the corners. The front corners are usually okay. I see some edge issues, which I'll get back into. There's a corner ding right there. That's just a little feather, an awkward corner.
Yeah, I don't think that is it. A
Corner feather
significant
on the
thing?
bottom right. No, this is it's whitening, right?
Yeah.
It's obviously whitening. You see it up there. There's less whitening. That's just a feather. So there's two feathers and a corner ding. Plus, there's an awkward cut over there. That's corner/corner edge, right? So there's edge damage right there.
Yeah,
Edges.
I see edge damage on multiple.
Yeah. No, there's edge damage up here as well.
Yeah.
You see it, right? Ding, 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 right
Yeah.
there. Ding, ding, ding.
Is it also diamond cut a little bit?
Diamond cut? Yes, it's going this way. You caught it, right? It's going this way by a fraction of, like, not multiple degrees, but like a fraction of a degree, and that diamond cut is also impacting the top bottom.
Yeah.
So this is a situation where all four grades, centering with the diamond cut in the top bottom, corners with the ding ding, bigger ding, slightly bigger ding, three corners, awkward corner here, corner there, edge, 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 and the surface was actually okay. Yeah, but when you've got 3 out of 4 grades that are that bad, yeah, this is not going to a grading company. Oh, we've got awkward surface over here. This is kind of like a little...
Maybe this is again going to the sleeve playable category.
Yes, this is going into the sleeve playable category.
And I think here's a point that I wanted to make about the gold foils. I think that the market for them is like kind of crazy, or was crazy at the onset.
Yep.
Realistically, I see these as being great pieces for just like anybody who wants to add a little bit of flair to their decks.
Absolutely.
And I think that being said, like I wouldn't expect there to be like a crazy premium over like the cold foil version. Maybe like couple
X,
yeah,
couple X, 3X, something like that.
Yeah.
Which is why even for the privilege, so to speak, of opening these, I've paid a premium. I think I was paying over 1,000 at the beginning.
Yeah.
Then it was 1,000. Then it was 800. Then it was 600. Then it's 500. And now I think even at 500, there are more gold foils out there than I'm willing to buy.
Yeah.
Because right now we are 0 for 2. These are not hitting the promised land, which are the semi-rigids because of the issues, the litany of print issues that we're mentioning. You know what, Yuanji, I'm gonna leave these in your hands, and or leave the next one in your hands. See if you've got better luck.
Try.
Let me know if I can help with any of it. Is it moving?
I don't think so.
Not really. All right. He's got less patience than I do, so he's already going on to the phase 2. Phase 2. What's going on? Just a little pinch, There you go. Work on the flaps a little bit. There you go. Yep, it's already close to the bottom flap, so you really just need to cut from the top. Don't get any card. Goal is don't hit any card. It's not as easy as it looks, right?
I think it's this, like the angle is a little bit awkward.
Yeah. Angle's awkward, you gotta do it on camera, so.
Yeah. I think doing it on camera, you know, saying before I was doing this, I worked at a medical research lab.
Yep.
We were like preparing slides for like tissues that were like microns
Petri
thick,
dishes and stuff, yeah.
like microns thick.
Yep.
So I'm used to working with delicate objects.
Yep.
It's just on camera, it's
even more pressure,
it's
right?
a whole different ballgame.
It is. Yeah, you're holding onto the card to not allow too much friction onto the corners and edges. All right, let's do the 4-point check.
Okay.
Harden cross strap.
Okay.
Pardon my reach.
Yeah. The centering it's to the right.
It's also diamond cut.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Top bottom is not as bad.
Not as bad. It's
But
a little heavily, not a little favoring
It's
the
a
top.
little to the right.
It's to the right and
Yeah.
to the bottom.
And then let's look at corners. This top corner has a little feathering.
Yep. Top left has an awkward cut.
There's like an awkward like little. It's not like a smooth cut.
Nope.
And then here is also like a little feather.
Yep.
I think here is also like a smooth cut on the edge. But I don't think the edge is as bad as...
No, it's nowhere near as bad as the last one. I'd say you probably can get something in the 9 range. And the surface is the least important one, but are you reflecting it right off the light? Because it's scintillating in gold.
I think it looks pretty good on the front.
Yep, and now you're just looking for some print lines, or any awkward lines, any scratches, or any dings. No dings?
No, we got like a dent.
Do you mind if I...
Yeah. If you look at the top towards the middle, there's like a little dent. Like a little line.
Is it vertical?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I see it. It's very faint, right?
Yeah.
Okay, do you see there's also a little surface nick over here as well?
Mm-hmm.
You see it, right?
Yep.
So these are, I would call these minor deductions. I would try to pray for a 9. I will try to move this corner back and flatten it out.
Yeah.
And then I would attempt to grade this. I'd
This
grade
is, I
and
think,
try it for 9
maybe
quad
in the
plus.
9 range.
9 quad. So that's what the goal would be. And I'd need to conduct a little bit of work off camera to work on that corner. So there you go. We'll call it half of a gradable. Half of a gradable out of 3.
Yeah.
So the other 2 are...
Unfortunately, this one, I don't know.
It's not even legal.
It carries the same... Yeah, it's banned.
It's banned, so yeah.
And Blitz.
Yep. All right, let me do the next one.
Yep.
And then... Oops. It's not as easy as it looks, guys. Sometimes you gotta try again. And I'm literally not moving it, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna give up.
Yeah,
on what you did.
these gold foils inside the little plastic packet, they're very tight.
Yep.
Normally, like when you and this is something, if you guys keep multiple cards and a top loader, you also gotta like look out for.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want the fit to be that snug.
No, you don't.
That's also why it's better to use soft sleeves when
Yep.
you're preserving cards than hard sleeves.
Or just have the two top loaders sandwich the asset in the middle, right? So that's an option as well. And I think LSS has already upgraded to let a third-party PCG review, right? So this problem has resolved itself. They found the problem. I reported it season 1.
They listened to the feedback.
They listened to the feedback and they responded, right?
Yeah.
So, well, regardless, we're still using one of these last opportunities as an opportunity to grade and show our audience, show our viewers how it's done. Same type of deal. There's a snag down there. Don't want to hit the snag. There we go. Got it out. Ooh, do you see this line right there? You see that line, that scratch through the whole card?
I can't tell from my angle.
You gotta, you know what, it's damaged, so I'll let you handle it. It's in the back
thank
for
you.
sure. No, it's in the back.
I'm
No,
just kidding.
but look, you see it? There's a wavy
Oh
line.
yeah. I don't know if the camera can catch it.
But it's definitely there.
It's something that you can only tell
if you have it right at the right
yeah,
angle of light, right?
Yeah. And these are imperfections that sometimes occur during the printing process. I think when the sheets are getting like moved or like it's getting
of
like
course.
printed.
There's multiple layers. There's multiple layers of printing technology here because cold foils have an additional layer of metal. That's why the cutting is harder.
It's also I think the card stock that they use.
Yep.
So a combination of factors. I find that when the cards are printed at the Japanese printers, that the major imperfection that I see are like surface lines.
Surface, yep. Yeah, this is a surface line. This is, I believe, from Cardamundi, but this surface line just wavily scratches through the whole card. That's the major thing. I mean, it would have been such a shame because 3 of these corners are pristine. This one's a little awkwardly cut, a little bit of white.
Yeah.
The edge, this is probably the worst cut edge, but even that, at most, I would say half a point deduction. Centering is a little bit to the right, a little diamond cut, just a little diamond cut, justifying trending towards the top right.
Yeah.
But otherwise, this would have been a great candidate. So, unfortunately, the surface, this thing right here, that's a beast of a line. It's a beast of a line. That eliminates this guy as a potential submission candidate. All right, we're 1 for 4. Actually, half of a candidate for 4. You want to do the hood? I'll take the Voltaire. Any movement?
Nope.
No movement. Okay. He does 3. He's like, screw it.
Well, it has to move a little bit, right?
Of course.
If it doesn't move at all, then
It's done. Yep.
Wasting your time.
Yeah. I'm on the Voltaire duty, so yeah.
Did you notice that they print like these like little serial numbers on the wrappers?
It's weird. There's only that one batch, I would say, right? Are the numbers the same? What number do you have?
It says T917 285 250068.
285 248068. Weird. So different batches. I've got the Voltaire ready.
Try to do this on camera.
Yep. Oof. You might be better off holding the flap and going the other way. Yeah, that's what I meant. The spine to separate that way, right? There you go. And then you rip. Yep. Open that flap and then rip it the other way. There you go. And no friction on the corners or the edges.
Centering. Slightly diamond, but I think overall it looks pretty decent.
It is diamond, but it's still trending towards that top right, or angled to the right that way, right?
Yeah, but I think overall the centering is not too bad.
Top is bigger than bottom. I'd give this like an 8.5 centering.
Really?
Yep. The way to do that is to go this way. You can see how much thicker this is than this, right? You see it? And then here it's even worse because imagine you're in a well, this is a rectangle, right?
Yeah.
And it's already tilted this way. Therefore, this is thicker than that. This is thinner than that, right? Because this is thinner than that because it's tilted that way. So that's what you got. The centering already puts you in an uncomfortable position.
Yeah.
And you're welcome to review the rest.
Yeah. There's a little nick here on this corner. I think this corner looks pretty good. This was pretty good. Yeah, most of the corners are pretty good. There's like a light little nick here. I wouldn't think that this is like a really bad nick.
The corner nick?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like
it's like a 0.5.
Yeah. The edges, there's like a little bit of whitening, but not too significant. It looks.
I'd call this a
decent.
9 basic plus candidate. However, I am seeing from the surface here.
Yeah.
You see, this is wavy. You see the waviness? There's a bump here and a bump there. That's from the extra thickness from the paper. You see that? You see the waviness on the bottom?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You see the bump, right?
I do.
Yeah, and this is not a uniform card. It's hard to see directly from here, but it's like 2 camel humps right there.
Yeah.
That was being caused by this extra thickness of this plastic.
Yeah. And I think it wouldn't have been an
pushing down.
issue if they hadn't put it into the top loader.
Absolutely.
If they just like, because they make like, I don't know, like cardboard little things that you can put them into.
Of course.
That more give. I think it's like the combination. It's just anytime you put anything that's too tight. I was gonna say like, if you're packaging multiple cards in top loaders, when it gets too tight, it'll press up against the corners and kind of like warp them from that end as well. There's just like things that you have to kind of look out for.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I might work on the surface and might work on the structure of the card, straightening it out a little bit, but this is onto the work pile right now at best. And in the best case scenario, it looks like a 9. And I'm gonna wrap this up for the sake of time because we're already running over 20 minutes. Yeah, I'm gonna handle the legendaries off camera, and we're gonna just handle this majestic Voltaire strike twice. Okay, so far the centering here, this looks like the most promising thing. I think this is going to be more valuable than the other 5 that we've just reviewed, right?
Yeah. I think the base value is just a little bit higher.
Yeah, because it's correlated to the base value and playability, I would say, too, right?
Yeah.
And Voltaire, I remember getting my butt kicked by Voltaire in the calling.
Yeah, Voltaire is Lexi's probably best bow, as well as if Lexi ever develops into a really strong hero, probably centerpiece of her strategy.
Yep. It's essentially get minimum 2 arrows out per turn, right?
Yeah. Usually you can get 2 arrows plus like another thing. That's like the new tech. So Lexi will play like 2 arrows with Go Again, and then play something like a Snatch or like a Arctic Incarceration or Hypothermia.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's how you get like maximum value.
Oh, I had a combo Lexi against me, and she got off, what was it? Art of War.
Yeah.
Then Rain Razors.
Yeah.
Then Bolt and Shot.
Yeah.
Then Endless Arrow plus, well, she drew off the Art of War, Endless Arrow into a second Rain Razors.
Yeah.
And she did like 38
Damn.
damage off of 3 arrows or something like that. It was sick. In the future, I think the right thing to do would have been to block out the Bolt and Shot so she didn't get Go Again or something
Or
like
you
that.
can block the Endless Arrow so she doesn't get it back.
So that she doesn't get it back. Yeah, I didn't know. It didn't occur to me that I'd get smacked with like a 14 damage.
Yeah.
And it was 2 Art of Wars and 2. It was bad. It was just bad. It was really, really bad. And I was like, whoa.
You know, from the other perspective, probably that Lexi's day was made off of that one.
That was that Lexi's day.
Yeah.
That Lexi player was like, this is the best moment of my life. And my Viserai was like, this is the worst moment of my life. I'm winning 34-8. How am I gonna lose this game? Before that turn, that setup turn, I was like, oh, she's slowing me down with ice, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of edge damage. This corner over there, I'm gonna stretch it for a 9 corner. There's also a more valuable card, but this is the worst corner. This corner's nice, this corner's nice, this corner's a little awkward with that cut. So edges and corners, there's that edge, hoping for a 9. Centering, I would try to eke out a 9.5 because this is not badly diamond cut. Even if it is diamond cut, it's very, very, very slight. top bottom's the closest thing I've seen, although it's higher on the top a little bit.
Yeah.
But the centering's probably the best of any of the 6 cards. And the corners, edges, the surface, I don't see anything on the surface, thankfully. See a little bit of waviness down the middle. There's like a little indentation, which I can smooth out later on.
Yeah.
But this thing is, we're going for a 9 here.
You never know. I have a funny story to tell about kind of like fixing cards after they've been a little bit like damaged.
Yeah?
The worst that I've ever gotten was one of my friends sent me a Hidden Fates Charizard card.
Yeah?
And through the fault of the courier, the package was almost like destroyed. The card arrived to me in like a V shape.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the top loader was like bent. The card was bent.
Oh, no.
I spent like 2 or 3 months just kind of like working on it. I'm bending it, like
Smoothing out the
it
card.
out.
Yep.
Send it to PSA, got a 10.
Nice.
So you never know.
You never know. Yeah, I've had some pretty miraculous comebacks.
Yeah.
By just manipulating it, putting it inside books, compressing it for a few days to sometimes months, and just forgetting about
as
it.
long as the card's not creased,
Yeah. You have a chance. There's a
shot.
chance. Exactly. The bottom of some of these, like that hood that I mentioned, and the Voltaire, that compression done from those extra layers of plastic against that top loader, it can be undone, but it takes a little bit of finesse, takes some time. It's not just gonna handle itself in one go. You got to put it back, then press it between some books, put it back, compress it however you like to, like, maybe put multiple playmats or other hard items, other semi-rigids, and just put a stack of bricks or other heavy books. Our cards, like 4 rows of cards on top of them, and let them sit.
Yeah.
So yeah, we want to close out the episode with a special package from a special someone in our community. This was, let's see if he mentions it. Oh, he does. For grading and return to Clark Jansen, who's also one of our loyal Patreon followers. Let's see. Oh, there you go. Saint, thank you for a pleasant transaction and for managing the grading submission of my Bravo/Anothos cards. FaB is better off from your stewardship and your YouTube channel. See you in Lille. Yeah,
we did see
him in Lille. This was before Lille. And didn't he get one of the burgers from Five Guys when I made the Five Guys run? Yeah. Clark was a recipient of the dozen burger march. But did that hit the spot? I mean, if I was
it was good.
Playing,
I have a funny story from Lille. So actually, the KFC in Lille is kind of goated in terms of providing luck to the patrons.
Really?
Yeah. So like all of the people that I know who won a tournament in Lille, Mr. Folks, and also Joris, the guy who won the calling, all had dinner at the KFC the night before their day 2.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. That was a GOAT KFC then.
Yeah.
Okay. Five Guys, burgers and fries did not do as well. We went to the town square and ran to the Five Guys the day 1 of the tour. Look under here. This was a purchase, so thank you, Clark. Good luck on the sealed pack. I'm not going to open this here. It's a gold cold foil, ProQuest Season 2. I hope we did better on this than, or we do better on this than we did the other ones. We'll save this for a different episode. This is going to go in our sealed assets, which we will look at in a little bit, right?
A little something in the back.
Little something, little pickup from Lille, 1 of 50. Okay. For now, let's focus on Mr. Clark's assets. I promise to handle this personally, so I shall do so to wrap up our episode. Grading and return to Clark. Let's take a look. 3 cards. Anothos, Showstopper, Bravo. All right. You know what? In this case, I always go from least expensive to most expensive. When there's no multiple layers of plastic, it's easy. Bravo. This is a nice copy of Bravo. Pretty decent centering. Edge over there. Yep. Edge over there. Top, bottom, right?
Yeah.
Yep. But I would try to get this in 9. I think Clark just wants to play this.
Yeah, so he just wants it in
He just wants it. Yep. He just wants it. I think he preferred BGS, especially now with the BGS sale. The surface, look at that. That's a beautiful surface. At least a 9.5, I would say. Like, there's literally nothing on it. There's no smudges, there's no scratches, there's nothing. Let me and put it in a sleeve. There's just that little bit of edge damage over there. I would not be surprised if it got a 9.5, but I'd probably lean towards like a 9 quad, 9 quad plus, something like that. So there's the Bravo. This is cheap Bravo. Bravo, you can tell by Hero 55. This is Farewell to Wraith Bravo, I believe. And they were not released until what? Early 22 or late 21?
Farewell, Welcome to Wraith, I think was, I want to say late 2021. Didn't they stop it in November or something?
Okay, it's possible. It's possible. I'm not on the player circuit as much.
I just remember there were like no events at the beginning of the year, so it would have had to been like in March. I don't think.
No. It was late. It was late 2021 then.
Yeah.
Probably around December of 21, I would say. Definitely after Nats though. So Bravo Rainbow Foil is worth a little more.
Where are these from?
These I think are Buy a Box Crew or something like that.
Okay.
They're definitely after the first young Rainbow Foil, right? Those are really scarce, really expensive. Got a little bit of an edge ding here. Centering is pretty solid. This time the bottom's a little thicker than the top by very little. Very little. I wouldn't be surprised if they gave this 9.5 centering.
Yeah.
Because as long as one side is 50-50, here's close enough. I don't see... Nope. Don't see any off-axis stuff here. I do see the edge though, but that's a different story. This you see the edge right there?
Yeah.
That little edge thing right there?
Significant.
Yeah, that's 0.5 deduction. Corner, 2 corners, 3 corners, right?
Yeah.
Uno,
Probably
dos,
9.
tres, 9, 8.5 at worst.
Yeah.
We're gunning for a 9 on this Bravo Showstopper. But again, Clark just wanted this shown and this sleeved and handled and sent to Beckett, which we will. We'll send it economy. All right, and we're saving the best for last. Clark, you will watch this, I'm guessing, because you've been asking me about this episode for the past 3 months. So I truly wish you much better luck than I personally received on my Anothos. Let's get to it. All right, I see something I don't like, but let's just... It's moving ever so slightly. You see it, right? You see it moving?
Yeah.
Come on now, just the tip. Just the tip. I just need the tip of the plastic to come out. Just the tip. Oh, we need a little more than just the tip right there. Do it. My nails will do this. Damn it. Need more than just the tip. Oh, got more than just the tip, as I asked for. There you go. Whew. My wrists. All right. That was the easy part. Let's move on to do this. Dissect the card. Again, I hope Clark, really nice guy. I hope some luck. He can get a 9.5 or even a quad. Hopefully you guys have seen in this episode, out of now 7 gold foils, that it's not easy to get a gradable asset or high graded asset in gold foils. It might be even harder. I would actually confidently say it is even harder to get a 9.5 gold foil, given the challenges that I've shown you and I've already prior shown the executives at LSS, that a high graded gold foil is probably even more scarce and harder to achieve than a high graded cold foil. Okay, last bit of the day. I see the surface, I see a back corner. That's awkward. Just for Clark's sake, he told me don't use any liquids, don't use any tools, but if you can get corners in place, like that corner I'll have to try to smooth out and work on. I will do that for Clark. I normally don't go above and beyond opening, reviewing, and brushing some of the debris off. Clark asked. There is pretty solid centering. That's pretty solid. And top bottom, this is literally the best, almost flush 50-50 top bottom I've seen all day, right?
It's good.
This is easy 9.5 centering. Surface is there. I don't know if I can take care of, I don't see any scratches. I'm trying to create different angles of light. There's a little dot right there, right under the N and O in Anothos. Do you see it? Little surface dot, like a little divot right there.
Hard for me to see.
Between
with my
the
angle.
south of the N and the O.
I think I have to be sitting where you're sitting.
Oh, okay. Just careful, careful. It's for Clark. You're Clark's buddy. If anything happens, it's Yuanji's fault.
Yeah,
you see it now, right? It's south on the gold line under the N and the O.
Yeah.
But that's minor. I would still say, yeah, you still have a chance of getting a 9-5 or a 9. It's just that one corner. This corner, it's one corner. It's up to one corner. Edge. I don't know. I think it is there's so many minor, very, very minor imperfections that I don't see this going under a 9, but I see it having a possible chance if they don't hit the surface or the corners too hard, that the rest go 9-5. I would say this is in range of a 9.5 basic. I hope you get a gold on gold slab, Clark. And again, I appreciate you give me a deal on the ProQuest prize. I think was over 500, probably was 6 or 650 at the time, but the market was probably 7 to 8. So he did me a solid, and I in turn was happy to do him one and get these into their graded sleeves. I will send them to Beckett, and we'll see. A little bit of work on the corner of the Anothos, but these will get sent in. Good luck, and thanks for watching, guys. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, twiddle that notification button, and see you next time.
See you.
Bye.